Hi, in this video I bringing you another of my design. It's all done a crochet, very easy to make. It's two granny square put together and you just crochet on the sleeves and you have this beautiful piece. It's very easy to make. In a video before I already had made a piece with these granny squares, but I teach you again in this one how to make this granny square just in case you never seen that video and you want to make this one. Now I'm gonna give you everything you're gonna need to make this beautiful blouse or a shrug or a summer sweater or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's start making this beautiful piece. To make this summer sweater or a long sleeve summer blouse or a short sleeve summer blouse or with sleeveless summer blouse, the yarn I'm gonna use, whatever you want to call it. The yarn that I'm gonna use is Caron Simple Soft. It's 100% acrylic. This ball of yarn I have 170.1 grams. I have two of them because I don't know exactly the amount of yarn I'm going to use. I will let you know at the end around the amount that I use. Is medium 4 and the color is autumn red. The crochet hooks that I'm going to use, I say that I had to use two because by accident I was working with the 3.75 millimeter and I was doing an object project with the 4.5 millimeter, and I grabbed this one when I was doing all this chain space. So I had to do exactly the same, that way the two squares are the same. But you can use a 3.75, a 4 millimeter, a 4.5. It's up to you the one that you want to use. You have to make two of these squares. In a project before, I did these squares. I did 12 of them, but for this one you're going to use only two. If you seen that video, it'll be easier for you to do it. But if you don't, the first time you are in my channel, I'm going to show you how to do them. This one you can make any size, from size small, medium, large, extra large, 1 time large, 2 time large, 3 time large, whatever size you like. The only thing you have to do is continue making the square bigger. This row of chains, making more and more and more. To measure in your body, you're going to measure between under your arm where the closed seams go from one side to the other one, leaving a little bit of a space. Don't stretch them. Leaving a little bit of space because remember you're going to use something always underneath. Either a t-shirt, a blouse. So you have to give a little space. What else? It's very easy to make and you can do them with a sleeve, without a sleeve. I think that's it. I cover every angle. So let's start making the squares. To start, we're going to start with a magic circle. And we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do 24 double crochet in the magic circle, and the chain 3 counts as the first one. So you have to do 24 double crochet. When you finish with the 24 double crochet, you're going to pull that tail, close the circle, and do a slip stitch in the third chain here at the top. So that will be row number 1. So I'll meet you here at the end. Here I finished row number 1. Now I'm going to chain 8. Now here in the beginning is the only time that we're going to do 8. 1, 2, and 3 for the double crochet and 5 for the space in between. So in total of 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. You wrap the yarn on the hook and count 1, 2, and in the third one you're gonna do a double crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wrap your yarn on the hook and count 1, 2, and in the third one you're gonna do another double crochet. Like that, you're gonna do this row, and you're gonna end here with the chain 5, and you're gonna do a slip stitch in the third chain. And you're going to end with A at this space in row number 2. Here I finished row number 2. Now for row number 3, one of the slip do a slip stitch to here to the center of this first space, and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do 5 double crochet in every space. So this chain 3 counts as the first one. We have to do 4 more. 3, 4, and 5 double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2 for the space in between and do 5 double crochet in the next space. 3, 4, and 5, chain 2, and continue like that. 5 double crochet, chain 2, 5 double crochet, and chain 2, all the way around row number 3. You're going to end with a chain 2 and a slip stitch and the third chain here on the top. We're going to start row number 4, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And in that same space that we did the slip stitch for those chain 3, if you look at your work, you'll see a little open there. You're going to do another double crochet. Now the increase are 2 in the beginning and 2 in the end. Now you're going to do 3 regular double crochet separate, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 together in the last one, 1 and 2. You're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Here we start with 5. Now we have 7 and the 1 in the top. See the first double crochet, you're going to do 2 double crochet together, 1 and 2. Now you're going to do 3 in the next 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and 2 together in the last one. Like that, you're going to do row number 4, chain 2. You're going to continue all the way around, and you're going to end with chain 2 and a slip stitch in the third chain. Row number 5 is like row number 4. You're going to chain 3, and in the same space that you did a slip stitch, you're going to do another double crochet. That's 2 in the beginning. Now you're going to do 5 double crochet separate, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 2 together in the last space, 1 and 2. You're going to chain 2 and 2 double crochet in the first double crochet in the top, and then you're going to do exactly the same. You're going to do 5 double crochet separate and 2 together in the last one. We start here with 5, 7, and now we have 9. This is the last row, row number 5, that we're going to do increase. We're going to end here with the 2 double crochet and the slip stitch in the third chain. Remember, is 2 together in the first one, 5 separate, and 2 together in the last one, and 2 separate chain in between, 2 chain in between, and that's row number 5. Now we're going to start row number 6, and in row number 6 we don't want to do any increase or decrease. What we're going to do is chain 3 and do 9 double crochet. The chain 3 counts as the first one. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 double crochet. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and again repeat 9 double crochet all the way around with 3 chains in between. Okay, you're going to do that all the way around. 9 double crochet, chain 3, 9 double crochet, chain 3, and that will be row number 6. You're going to end here with a chain 3 and a slip stitch in the 3rd chain here at the top. Now we're going to start row number 7, and to start we're going to chain 2 and do a single crochet in the next space, and that is our first decrease, like that. Now we're going to do 5 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to add 2 space, and now we're going to do a decrease. We're going to do a double crochet. We don't want to finish, we have 2 loops. Now we're going to the second, and we have 3 loops. We pass it through these 3 loops, and we have the second decrease, 1 in the front and 1 at the end. Now we're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to do a decrease. Go to the first one, do a double crochet. You don't want to finish, have 2 loops. Go to the next double crochet, have 3 loops, pass it through those 3, and that is the first decrease. Now you chain those 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochet. Now in the last 2 space you're going to do a decrease. You have 2 loops. You have 3 loops. Now you pass through those 3. Now you're going to chain 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now you're going to do another decrease in the next space. Like this is this row. In one you will have 7 chain space, and the next one 13. And you're going to do another decrease. And you're going to decrease in the first one and in the last one of each petals. So you're going to end with 4 space of 13 and 4 space of 7 chain. And the 4 of 13 are the 4 corners of the square. So you're going to continue doing that, and you're going to have 7 space in the top. I'll meet you here at the end here. Here I'm going to finish row number 7. I have my 13 chain, and then we're going to come here, we're going to count 1, 2, and then the 3rd chain that you'll see is the top of the first double crochet there. You see? Is where you're going to do your slip stitch, and that creates a decrease in this row, because you are doing it in top of the first double crochet, missing those 2 chains. So you're going to do exactly the same. Chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the next space, and that's what creates the decrease in that one. Now you're going to do 3, 1, 2, and 3. And now you have 2 space that you're going to do a decrease. 1 double crochet, you have 2 loops. Another double crochet, you have 3 loops, and you pass it through those 3. Let me move this from here because it's creating a that you don't see well. Now you're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to come to the space of 7, and you're going to do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to do a wrap around your on the hook, and now we're going to come here and do a decrease. 1 double crochet, you had 2 loops. Another double crochet, you had 3 loops, and now you pass it through those 3, and that's the decrease in the beginning. Now you do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3 separate double crochet. Now if you look, you have 2 space, and you're going to do another decrease. 1 double crochet, you don't finish, you have 2 loops, and then the next double crochet, 3 loop, passes through those 3. Now you're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to come here to the 13 chain space, and you're going to do a single crochet. Now you're going to chain 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. and in that same space of the 13 you're gonna do a single crochet to create this point here that will be the corner. Now you chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 6 and 7, wrap around the hook, and we're gonna do a decrease in the next petal. 2 loops, go to the next one, you have 3 loops and pass it through those 3. Like that you're gonna continue doing this row number 8. In one corner you will have it like that, and the other 4 like that. You see, 4 corners like this and 4 like this. And remember, you have to decrease and chain 7, do a single crochet, chain 7, continue with the decrease on top of the petal, chain 7, do a single crochet on top of the 13, chain 11, another single crochet in the 13 space, and chain 7 and continue with the decrease. You see, like that, gonna come here, 1 single crochet with 2 chain 7s in between, and here you're gonna do exactly what you do here in this corner. You're gonna have 4 of these and 4 of these. Here I'm gonna finish row number 8. I have chain 7 there, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, and in the third one I'm gonna do a slip stitch. And by skipping those chain 2 we did the decrease. Now we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and now we're gonna start closing the tip of the petals. Now we're gonna do double crochet, but we don't gonna finish them. We're gonna leave the loops on the hook. We have 2 loops, 3, 4 and 5 loop on the hook, pass it through those 5 and chain 1. Like that you are closing the tip of the flower. Now you're going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. You're going to come here and do a single crochet in the chain 7 space, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Go to the next space, do a single crochet, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now we have a loop on the hook, and now we have to have 6 because 5 double crochet that we don't want to finish plus that loop there will be 6, and the first one was 5, now 6 loop. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 loops. You pass it through all and chain 1. Now you chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. You're gonna come here to this chain 7 space and do a single crochet, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. You're gonna come here to the tip of those chain 11 and you're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. In that same space of 11 chain you're gonna do again a single crochet, and you're creating the tip of that corner there like that loop. Chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Go to the chain 7 space and do a single crochet. Chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And now you're going to continue doing your double crochet. You don't want to finish them to close the next petal. 4, 5 and 6. Pass it through all and chain 1. Like that you're going to do row number 9. You're going to have 4 like this with 3 chain 7 space, and you're going to have 4 like this with 5 chain 7 space. 1, 2, 3 is the tip, and 1 and 2. Okay, so you're going to continue doing that all the way around, and when you get here at the end, at this one here, at the last space, a chain 7, I'm going to show you how you're going to close this here to continue. I'm going to finish row number 9. I came here to the chain 7 space And now here was where we started the tip of that petal. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, wrap around the hook, the yarn and the hook twice, and we're going to do a treble crochet. We're going to come here to the chain space that we did to close the petal. We pass your yarn through, and then we pass forward through 2 and 2, and we end at the center of the space. That is to continue with next row. Now for row number 10, gonna be the one that you're gonna repeat until you have the size that you like for your top. Okay, and to do that, what we're gonna do, and always you're gonna finish like this. You know, when you come here, you will chain 3 and come here with the treble crochet, and you finish at the center of the next row to start the next row. Except the last one, when you finish the last row, you will do a chain 7 and a slip stitch, and I will show you the end of this row, how you're gonna continue, and I will show you the last row, because everybody gonna do different sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and this is what you're gonna do, how many rows you like. Row number 10. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and go to the next chain 7 space and do a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go to the next space, a single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and a single crochet. My battery is almost dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're getting here to the corner. I'm going to do a single crochet, chain 7, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and we go back again to the same corner, and we do a single crochet. Only in the corners, in that space of 7, you'll have 2 double crochet, 2 single crochet, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and do a single crochet. Okay, you'll have 4 corners like this, you see, and this one here, to create the loop for the corner, you'll have 2 single crochet. And you will do that how many rows you like until you have the size that you like, that you measure from your shoulder and your side, and you are pleased with the size that you have. Don't matter the length, because the length after you can do some row to make it longer. So mine probably, if it's too short, I will do a few rows after. So I will show you here at the end how we're going to finish the row, and then you continue from there on. Here I'm gonna finish row number 10, and I started here, you see, there. Now I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, wrap my yarn on the hook twice, and I'm gonna come here. I always grab this first one and the one underneath, those two, like that, and I pass it through, and pass it through 2, pass it through 2, and through those 2. Like that row, I'm gonna do my other ones. I had to do, well, this space 11, so I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I had to do 7 more. Remember to measure in your body as you go. The width is the most important, because the length you later can do longer. What else? Now I'm going to change my crochet hook, because I have to, because what happened with a little accident that I changed crochet hook even without noticing. When I finish my 10th row, well, these are 10th here, but I've been counting through here 11. You see, there's the, after this big circle. So when I'm in the number 10, I will stop and start attaching them. You will do one square completely with your row, no matter how many, I don't know, because everybody has different size body. Even a large person don't have the same body as another large person body. So each one of you will be measuring the size. You will do a whole square, and when you get to the last, the one before the last row at the second square, and then we're going to start attaching. For me will be, I will do row number 10 at this one here, and when I'm going to start row number 11, I will attach them. I said row number 11 because I've been counting some here. I will start counting, not the 10 that I'm done so far. I will start counting 1, 2, 3, 4 from here. Okay? So you will do the same. That way it's easier for you that I've been counting every single one. Okay, so I'll meet you here at the end when we're going to attach the two pieces together, do the sleeve, and ready to put on and go for a stroll or to party. Okay, see you then. Here I wanted to show you how you're going to finish your first square when you do the last row. You see, you start there, and instead of chaining 3, you're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to come here where you start, and I grab it. Remember those two? I go through those two, pass it through, do a slip stitch, and chain 1, cut the tail, and just pass it through and lose that tail. Like that, you're going to finish your first square, and then you continue doing the next one. And remember the row before the last one, you finish that one, and then with the last row we start attaching them together. I'm in the middle of row number 9 of this chain 7, and I'm done with my first ball of yarn. So one square and almost the second one for a total of 170.1 gram of yarn, and this is size large. Here I have finished 10 row at the second square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm gonna start row number 11, and I'm gonna work from that part there into the first corner. When I get to the first corner, we will start attaching the two squares together. And remember, for you, it will be the last row. I don't know how many rows you guys are making for your square. So when you start the last row, you go to the first corner and wait there to start attaching the piece together. Here we're going to start attaching the two squares together. This is the full square, and this is the outside, and this is the inside, and this is the outside part. The right side, and this is the wrong side. And what I did, I measured where my opening for my arm will be, and what I did, I measured on myself. You measure on yourself, or you measure with your measuring tape, 18, 19, 20 centimeters. But remember, it's better to measure in your own body, leaving a little space, because remember, you're gonna wear something underneath. And what I did for mine, I didn't count the one on the top, I count the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the number 7, and attach a little piece of yarn. That way I know that's the last one that I'm gonna work. And then now we're gonna start in this corner here. And this one, right side up, wrong side in. We're gonna come to the corner, the first corner, and I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna go to the corner at the other square and do a single crochet. Now we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna come to this same corner. Remember, we're doing these loops in the corners, and we're gonna do another single crochet in the same space. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and now we're gonna go to the next chain 7 space and do a single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and come back here to the next space. Like that, you're gonna attach these two squares until you get to your marker. When you get to the marker, you're gonna stop working in the one underneath, and you're gonna work only in the top square until you get to the corner. When you get to the corner, we'll be attaching the two corners to work on the shoulder. So when we get here, I will show you. Here I attach my 3 chain to the space where I have the piece of yarn marking, and now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come to this one and this side, and I'm going to do a single crochet. Now I'm going to chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and I go to the next space. And let me show you. This is the result of the 2. You don't know where you start one and attach them like that. They look really nice. Now you're going to continue chain 7 and 1 single crochet until you get to the corner. When we get to the corner, I will show you how we're going to attach the shoulder part. 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. And a single crochet. Here I am at the corner. And I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to grab the other corner of the other square. I'm going to do a single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come to this corner, and in the same corner, remember that we had to do the 2 single crochet in the same corner. And 1, 2, 3. Now we go to the next space of 7 and do a single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. For me, I mark 4 of the loops of the space of 7 without counting the corner. I count 1, 2, 3, and in the number 4 I put the marker again. I did the same. I count the same on the other side. I don't put the marker, but I look at the space, and I think I like the amount of space that I'm leaving for the colors. So what I'm going to do when I get here, I'm going to put this, my arm through here to see if I like this open. If I found that it's too big, I will undo that little piece and I grab another one. If I found that it's too small, I will undo that and go back here and leave in a space lower. Okay? So you try it on yourself, that's the shoulder part, put your hands through there, because not everybody has the same size body. So even if you're a large or extra large, but not all the body shapes are the same. So you have to measure on yourself. Well, I measured myself and it was perfect the amount that I left for me. The 4 in here without counting the corner, and the 7 that I left here without counting the corner again. So now I'm going to continue for the open of the top of the collar. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to do exactly the same as we did for under the arm, the opening, this, with the 7. And then what I did, I grabbed the little piece of yarn and I counted, not the corner, counted 1, 2, 3, and in the number 4 again I put the marker. So when I'm there in this one, I will start putting them together, and then we'll do exactly the same that we did in this side. We'll do in the other one, leaving the open for the arm, and then we'll go all the way to the bottom, finish the square, and then try around without cutting the yarn, because if you like a little bit longer, and then we'll do a couple more of a row, or the many rows you like. You can make it a dress if you like. But if you like it that length, and then you will cut the yarn and lose the tail. But I will show you here how to continue with the shoulder one more time. Here I have 4 left. I'm in the number 4. If you count 1, 2, 3, and 4 without counting the corner. And now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go to the one that I have the little piece of yarn attached, do my single crochet, and like that we leave the open for the collar. You can make this bigger, you can make it smaller. It's up to you the size that you want to give. I just give you an idea, and you can develop that idea at your taste. Now I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Let me remove that little piece of yarn. I will need it for when I'm going to do the open for under the arm. And now I'm going to come here and do my single crochet. Like that, I'm going to continue all the way to the corner. Remember what you have to do in the corner, the little loop. Here. When you get to the corner, that you finish the corner, you continue working only in the square that you need to finish, and put the marker in the one that you need to that you already done. That way you know where to start closing the two sides together. And remember, when you get to the end of the square, when you finish the square, turn it on. If you like it that length, you leave it like that. If you wanted to make it as long as you like, even into your feet, you can make it a dress, a beach dress, with long sleeve, short sleeve. It's up to you. I just give you the reference and you continue as you like it. It's up to you. Okay, so I will continue until I finish this piece here on the side. Well, so far this is what we've done, attaching the two square. It look gorgeous. Love the color. And in the back is exactly the same. For me, I'm gonna continue and do a few more rows, probably like 3 rows, and I will try it on to see the length if I like it like that. But if you don't want to continue, just leave it like that. Put the two granny square together, and it look amazing anyway. So the sleeve like that, you know, no sleeve or anything, just like that. It look gorgeous as it is. But like I said, for me, I'm gonna continue doing a few more rows for the length, and I'm gonna attach the sleeve. So for those ones that want to continue, so continue watching the video. That way we can finish this beautiful top. If you want to finish yours right here, what you're gonna do is chain 7, come here, do a slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn, lose the tail, and go to do the sleeve if you want the sleeve. If it's not, you just leave it like that and you have a summer blouse. If you want, you can make one like this and one with a sleeve. It's up to you. But for me, that I'm gonna continue 1, 2, and 3. I chain 3, wrap your yarn on the hook twice, do a treble crochet, chain 7, and do a single crochet in the next space. Like that, I'm gonna do 2 or 3 rows. I'll be trying it on as I go. I gave 2 more rows of length and I cut my yarn, and I'm gonna show you how to do the sleeve if you want to put some sleeve. Here I'm gonna start the sleeve, and this is the top part and this is the bottom of the arm. And I'm gonna come here to the single crochet that attach the two squares together, and I'm gonna pass a slip knot or a slip knot, I guess. And I'm gonna chain 6. You can do 6, 7, 5, whatever amount of chain, 8, 2, depend the thickness of your arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come to the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the next space. You can do it whatever way you like. And what I'm gonna do for mine, when I almost my elbow's length, I'm gonna start making them the chain of 5 instead of 6. But if you like, you can make a chain of 5, and then when you get here, you can make it bigger chain to make it wider. It's up to you. You can do all wide. It's of your taste. In here, you're gonna remember, come here and then you chain 3 and finish here with your treble crochet. That way you are in the middle, and then you start in here like that. But I will show you when I get there. I like to get this instruction all the way, so I'm gonna show you here. Here is the last one at the space. So you started here. I chain 2 because I'm doing 6 chains. So what I'm gonna do, I chain 2. I do I wrap my yarn on the hook twice, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, and then the third one here. Know where I start here, and the third one I'm gonna do my treble crochet like that. Now I'm gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna come to this space. I know this one gonna be a little big in there. but that's the only one that's going to be like that. And remember, this go under the arm that you don't want to see it. So the other one will be normal. Okay, so you continue doing your, and I'll show you one more time. And I want to show you one more time. 1, 2, wrapping around the hook twice. Come in here where you started, and do your treble crochet. Now I'm gonna chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and come back here to that space that was a little too big, and do my single crochet. Now you have a perfect circle for your arm. After I do this row, I'm gonna try around. If I found that the sleeve is too wide, I will start making my chains of 5. So you will do the same. If you want a 3/4 sleeve or a long sleeve, it's up to you and the amount of yarn that you have. Okay, good luck. This is what I have left of the 2 ball of yarn. I think I use around 210, 215 grams, give or take. I'm not sure how much I have left, but I have enough here to make a thick hat, so that will be another video. But remember, these are 170.1 gram each ball of yarn. So depend on your size, because everybody is not making this the same size. So depend on your size, you will use whatever amount of yarn you need. So I'm not sure 100% exactly if it was 110, 15, give or take. Well, this is the result of the piece. It looks fantastic. I love it. What I did from here, from the collar to the end of the sleeve, I did 15 of these little squares, counting like that, and it's a 3/4 sleeve. My husband suggested to leave it like that, so I left it like that and look fantastic. You can do short sleeve, you can do no sleeve whatsoever, or long sleeve. It's up to you. Something else that I forgot to mention was that my 6 first row for the sleeve I did with 6 chain space. After the row number 6, I start making them 5 chain every space, only 5 chains. That way it was a little narrower to the bottom, and it looked great. Well, I hope you guys like it and give it a try, and send me a picture, please. That way I can see the project done by you guys. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber, and if you have a YouTube channel and you want to promote my channel, I'll appreciate. That way other people that don't know me yet can come to my channel and see my project. Have a great day. Bye.